Is it now? He is decamped. He has left his party, the APC, and has moved to the SDP. Well, that was the first part of the news, but then as we moved ahead, we then were to hear that he was doing his best to bring as many as would come to join. Well, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, to join him in SDP, but he has been wooing some people, bigwigs, to join him in the SDP. So we'll talk about that. It's been the subject of discussion throughout last week, but we haven't had our turn. So here we are. And our guest this morning is APC chieftain and political affairs commentator, Engineer Nuruddin Haman Yero. Good morning to you, Engineer Nuruddin.
Good morning. Good to have you.
Indeed. Thank you very much for making the time for us. Well, it's one thing, he has exercised his right, but the reason he gave would have surprised many. He talked about a dissonance now between the ideas he had for APC and what actually obtains now. He didn't put it as clear-cut and cleanly as that, and people could see that he was definitely peeved. Tell me what you feel or felt when you heard the news that Malam Nasir El-Rufai was dumping APC for SDP.
I was not much of a surprise, Uncle Yori.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I was not.
Because some people thought that, why didn't he go to PDP, for instance?
No, I'm not surprised. And if you want to discuss him, El-Rufai is a man with many faces.
Okay.
And you can only do justice to El-Rufai in discussing him as much as you want to be fair to him when you consider the statement of his former boss, General Olusegun Obasanjo, our president from 1999 to 2007. You know, who described El-Rufai in his book, My Watch, you know, with some critical statement that Nigerians should not overlook when looking at El-Rufai. Yes, if you want to look at him in the context of he is an achiever, you know, his contribution in the Bureau of Public Enterprise, the FCT, as a minister,
exactly,
and then as a two-times governor in Kaduna State, you can't help but call him an achiever. But again, if you look at what Obasanjo says and what El-Rufai is displaying at this very moment, you stand to believe, you know, 100% with what Obasanjo said, and I quote, you know, I can vividly recollect. What I can vividly recollect of him is his penchant for lies and his inability to sustain loyalty for long. Uncle Yori, how old is this government that El-Rufai has helped, you know, to come to the presidency? How old? This presidency is barely 2 years.
Yeah.
It's barely 2 years. And yes, he is a figure in the country. He is a figure in the APC. He has helped the president when help was needed. Nigerians have appreciated him. His party has appreciated him. And he also said it in his appearance in one of the national television, you know, that he doesn't believe in expecting anything, you know, consideration or reward because you help in bringing somebody to power. He said it.
Right, he did.
But his attitude towards, you know, the APC, and again, most of what El-Rufai said, Okuliori, were contradicting. For example, he said he is waiting to see when will the president invite him so that they will work together. Because in their last meeting, the president told him, I'm still looking at the opportunity of how we can work together. But mind you, a day or two after he has appeared, there was a National Executive Council meeting of the APC, which he was complaining of not holding in 2 years. Perhaps if he were patient and not display his character the way Obasanjo painted him, he would have reconciled with the president and the party and get things done the way he wants them to be done, more so if it is in the interest of the party and Nigerians. But he's impatient, and towards the presidency. This is a country that has been injured for a long time, Uncle Yori. Nigeria was not just injured 5 years ago or 8 years ago. It's a country with a lot of injuries, and healing cannot take place. You don't expect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to fix the Nigeria from 1960 to 2003 in 2 years. Even if he's a magician, he will get it wrong.
I get you.
And again, him running, what we expected is our symbol in the APC is a broom. And we are sweeping the dirty things, left in the country with the past, systems, and cleaning up the country and making it better, expecting growth and development, and preparing a future for our generation yet unborn. But what I expect is he wants to live, and he has considered a horse. So if you mount a horse, what is expected of you is to move, but not to be looking back on the same party you left behind, and be making derogatory statements.
That's right.
Saying the party has done this, the party, has collected money from people to make ministerial leads. I don't know if I will be right to ask how much has he paid for his nominee that made it to the CBN. Was it that he also gave money, but he was not considered and his money was not given back to him for the minister? So some things El-Rufai should just, at his age, and I don't think he can help it, because character, like the saying goes, a leopard will never change his spots. As much as you want to give him his accolades for achievement and whatever, but his character, just like the way Obasanjo painted him, is really reflecting, especially now at old age. And it's not good for him. Because what do you want to teach? What do you want to teach? We are a generation of Nigerians who are looking up to leaders to learn, and not just to learn your record of achievement, but how you achieve it. So if you want to achieve, meanwhile on the other side, assassinating your character yourself, then it is unfortunate. At the end, what do you stand to teach the younger generation? That achievement, by all means, even if it means, character assassination should come to play, is okay. This is not healthy for us as a country. More so, we are battling with serious crises from 1999 to date. And like I said, Uncle Yori, 2 years, this government is just barely 2 years. El-Rufai should be happy. He should be happy. He should be happy that, yes, and he said too, and I quote, I am okay with the policies, but the sequencing, what do you want with the sequencing? This man came to see it. It's not as if we are expecting him, to bring about these policies and we'll be smiling. There has never been anywhere where correction, was accepted with smiles. Never, anywhere, because people must, in most cases, cry when you are making corrections. Because at that moment, it gets to be bitter, because it's a brand new thing coming on the table. And it seems like it's not welcoming. But look I give you an example. The fuel subsidy things, I personally myself has complained about the way and manner the fuel subsidy was removed, and the way it was managed. But look at today, look, we are all celebrating it. The Dangote is now fully functioning. He is getting the crude transaction in Nigeria with respect to our local refineries has been narrowized. We are getting crude and quality fuel for that matter. And we are expecting in the next coming months, this fuel will come down to as minimum as possible, that the affordability will go back to normalcy. And so we're looking at all these things. El-Rufai should be happy, and not, but again, I'm not here to make him happy because he has left the party. He has left the party, but what he has forgotten is this. He has forgotten that the fact that they were gladiators, they were the people who came together, to give birth to the APC. 12 years of constantly doing the same activities, grooming people in the party. He did not leave the party the way he formed it. They have groomed a lot of us that will stand and fight for this party, and this time around he is in the opposition and we will treat him like that.
Okay,
so,
well,
speaking,
thank you very much, Engineer
if,
Nuruddin. In fact, the lines along which you have spoken have been traversed ever since the announcement was made. Perhaps that's why people wouldn't be surprised when Sule Lamido, according to the news, has rejected El-Rufai's call to join the SDP. Not just rejecting it, he's said that he actually felt insulted. I don't know, it then raises the question, you've just said all those things that you've said about El-Rufai, and I'm picking out of it those that, look, the man has, he's been, he's done his work, the man is an achiever, but what kind of clout does he think he has to actually, I mean, all sorts of names have been flying, apart from Sule Lamido, even former vice president and other such high-flying.
Back to them means we are going back to the same, back to them means we are going back to the same character we are talking about. You cannot abuse me, character we are talking about. You cannot abuse me, look down on me, make all efforts to relegate me, and then you down on me, make all efforts to relegate me, and then you come back and tell me we are friends. He did the same thing, on public knowledge to the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. He did this. He did it a lot to so many people. But again, and now they are back to restore the glory of the party. And again, Okuliori, even when he was on the, you may have glory of the party. And again, Okuliori, even when he was on the, you may have helped the president, to take his primary ticket. The president, to take his primary ticket of the presidential race. But how much have you helped him in the final election? In terms of numbers, did the president make it in Kaduna State? No.
In fact, here,
you understand?
Saying that is angry. Whether this is the way to go is another question altogether.
He may be denying that he is not angry altogether. He may be denying that he is not angry, Okuliori, but is he not angry from his, his display?
His behavior.
Is he not angry from his, his display?
His behavior.
His interviewer asked him that from your look, anybody looking at you for my advice, you come to me with your mindset to leave the party. To leave the party. I can't stop you. And we have seen it in the response. I can't stop you. And we have seen it in the response President Buhari made. That his loyalty for the party is unshakable. Indeed. So now this leaves you want to be president and you must bring down every northerner on the way. There are some things that you shouldn't be saying as an elder statesman. This is somebody who is your friend, you have been known with for years, family ties and whatnot. He has respected you. He even has a child. This is what most Nigerians don't know. Named after a namesake in his house. Your own is like your own son because of the respect he has for you. But because you have your differences.
Friendship, maybe the assistance he had offered. I think he was expecting to, he recounted the story. He was expecting to be named a minister, but in the event, the National Assembly did not confirm him. The president did forward his name. I was then to read in another report that Malam El-Rufai.
If it were other people, of worthy character, not of questionable character, of the like of Malam character, of the like of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, perhaps Sule Lamido might have rejected the same offer. Sule Lamido might have rejected the same offer, but not attacking the offer. But he felt attacking, the offer. But he felt, who are you? Mm-hmm. You are a product of the president as, the political, mastermind of Lagos State. So if that been true,
yeah,
and it gets back to the, if that been true,
yeah,
and it gets back to the president as at the time, I don't expect him or any other politician to forget this kind of, nasty effort towards you or towards them. But rather, when they find also the opportunity, in politics, handling your opponent is essential. And if the president, gave him the window that I can make you minister in my cabinet, and he fell for it, forgetting what he has done, and only for him to withdraw, where does that place the accusation he has raised that his problem, yes, not with the Senate, but with the president? But he said the NSA is the mastermind of his ordeals. So who is he now accusing? Is it the two or one? Or one doing the call for? So that's what I'm telling you. He has a lot of things to be questioned. And he should not be doing this at his age. This is my concern. Because people who are seeing him as a role model.
Yes.
If only they take this thing hook, line, and sinker into their brains, Uncle Yori, the danger it portrays for the country, is going to be of grave consequences, and that would not be nice. Honestly speaking, he should.
Sorry,
okay?
I was going to say that even the SDP that El-Rufai has pitched its camp with, there were a number of, I would imagine, some rumbles in there, so much so that they had to put out the notice that there was no threat to any principal member of the party as a result of Malam El-Rufai coming. They felt the need to put that out there, that nothing was going to change within the party, although they didn't go beyond that. So one doesn't even know how welcoming they are going to be, or they are at the moment. Maybe all of this was well negotiated before he made the move. But this is against this backdrop, I was going to ask you, what do you think is now left of Nasir El-Rufai's political legacy? He's done this. He's dumped the ruling party for the SDP. He must have his reasons. Many people would have thought that, why didn't you go for another party? Why didn't you go to, for example, a leading opposition party, without meaning in any way to disrespect the SDP? But you probably have a better chance. If it is indeed true that you have presidential ambitions down the line, you would have gone to some other party, so the analysis goes, other than the SDP. So what do you think is left of El-Rufai's political legacy? How significant do you think it is with the way he has conducted himself on this matter?
There will be little or no, significance in whatever Malam Nasir El-Rufai is doing now, or it will not be of any disadvantage to the APC. And
well, APC has said it's not losing any sleep.
Yes, no. APC is unshaken with El-Rufai's move to the SDP. Like I told you earlier, the APC has groomed and given birth to thousands and millions of gladiators, perhaps even far better than El-Rufai, that will stand and fight for the party, to ensure the progressive ideas he so complained about will continue, on the good books of Nigerians. So him leaving the party, I summarize this attitude of leaving the party, looking back, raising allegations he can't really substantiate. I call it like a dancing naked kind of, issue. You cannot do something. For example, he said he he knows of the Chicago issue with the
Yes,
president.
he went there. He went there.
You know, you say you know it, but you felt because he did something good in Lagos, and you guys could give him a shot so that he will replicate the same thing in Nigeria. And then when it was comfortable with you, you did not raise any of these issues, meaning you are not loyal to your country. You know, and this also raises the concern: was there any allegation at all? Well, because I remember seeing Rene Emokri saying these matters have been cleared and the president is free. There is nothing of such.
Right.
And if El-Rufai is coming back now to say we know of all these things, but we just kept quiet because we did this, so this begins to question even the SDP he has gone back to. Can they really trust him?
Indeed. Tell you what, Engineer Nuruddin, I beg your pardon for sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. I've got to take a quick break. Do please bear with us. We'll be right back. Stay with us, please.
You're watching Beyond 100 Days with Nifemi Oguntoye. President Tinubu, since he assumed office,
we are on our way to progress.
6 out of the 8 APC federal lawmakers.
I have a movement structure that's going to take back our party in Enugu State. Because this one I'm seeing is tales by moonlight. It's not working.
So I'm wondering what you think, or who you think can stop him now.
He doesn't own the party.
One of the causes of inflation is because people cannot go to the farm.
The government still needs to do more so that people can eat.
I believe we're clamoring for is more responsible use of social media. Not that people just go in there and think that they can say anything to anybody.
Tinubu is not one who believes in the simple. I mean, he wants to get it done. He will face it. He will get it done.
Yes, the president, from inception of his administration, focused squarely on diversifying the economy and driving in investments to cushion the effect of everything that we've seen, ranging from COVID-19 to the global commodity shocks, global financial crisis, and all of that.
I was privileged to have worked under a governor who believed in the system, who also built up the system, and I'm going to do same.
All right, that's our show today, everyone. Thanks for being a part of it.
TVC News, first with breaking news.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing@tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Okay, welcome back. Our guest is Engineer Nuruddin Hamanyero, APC chieftain and political affairs analyst. And we're looking at, we're looking at, of course, El-Rufai's decamping from the APC to SDP. And he's begun to test the effect of that out. Apparently, he has made overtures, apparently I say, to, among others, Sule Lamido, who has reacted by saying that he feels insulted and consequently has rejected such overtures, saying that Malam Nasir El-Rufai in no reach to bring me to, bring me out of PDP into anywhere. Now, Engineer Nuruddin, as we were, as all of this is going on, Nigerians are beautiful record keepers. An attitude of the president that is well known, that I can paraphrase. The president is reported to have said, in fact, I've been hearing this story about him for quite some time, that look, in his dealings with men, he actually, friends and everybody come alike, he actually prepares for betrayal. And then he prepares also for forgiveness when that comes around, which is those who have been with the president for a long time probably can testify to this particular attitude, because you see people who have gone out of his orbit but have then come back, and everybody had thought, nah, there's no way you're going to be accepted back. The president says, come on in, if that's the way it is. So this attitude of Tinubu, number one, preparing for betrayal, and when it does come, he therefore is not surprised because he's been prepared for it. And then number two, he will prepare for forgiveness when the need for that arrives. All on the same. Have you heard that particular anecdote about the president?
Yeah, even if I don't hear it, Uncle Yori, these are good qualities of leadership that are essential, and every leader should have it if truly you are going to lead for all and lead well. So without the president saying it, if you see his a typical demonstration of leadership, he has prepared. And if you even consider, the build-up to the 2023 general election, he was betrayed by many people, unimaginable people around him that you could least expect, even if at gunpoint they will give him up.
Yeah, sorry, I beg your pardon for interrupting you. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but a call has just come in. I don't want to miss any call that wants to contribute to this program. Good morning, Mr. George.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Okay, I can hear you.
Good morning to the guests.
Yes, Nuruddin Hamanyero.
Yes, Uncle Yori, Obasanjo is not the right person to pointing out other people's weaknesses. I will not spend my time pointing out OBJ's weaknesses on air here. We are seeing the negative side of El-Rufai. Every human being has its own positive and negative side. What we are seeing on El-Rufai now is a display of his negative side. What I have always maintained, Okoyeri, is that there was no need to have allowed it to reach this stage. it could have been prevented. Any other close aide or associate of the president could do this. Prevention, they say, is better than cure. Yes, El-Rufai is talking now. He's just looking for what to say that can give credibility to the move he's making. Be that as it may, if it is not arrested, it could be damaging to the party. But I do not see it preventing Mr. President from being re-elected in 2027.
Yeah.
If that is the aim of El-Rufai, I don't see it happening. If I were people who are close to him, I would have advised him to be patient. If you look at history and you look at the people that Mr. President has nurtured over time, things like this happen. At the end of the day, they come back to him. He should have been patient to see what would happen. President Tinubu is not that type that forgets people that have something to bring to the table. There must be a reason, in my view, there must be a reason why things are happening.
I get what you mean when you talk about patience. Yes, I get what you mean.
You should have been patient.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for calling in, Mr. George. Again, Engineer Nuruddin, whether or not Tinubu will be re-elected in 2027, I don't think Malam Nasir El-Rufai is going to have any impact on that one way or the other. That's the way a lot of loyalists feel. That is why the APC was saying almost immediately that, well, he has the freedom to do what he wants to do, but they are certainly not losing any sleep whatsoever about Malam Nasir El-Rufai exiting the party. We were talking about his political weight, his political capital. And has been pointed out by Sule Lamido, former governor, former minister of the Federal Republic, that, as has been pointed out by that one, that you never do a thing such as he has done out of a personal motive. It has to be seen clearly to be in the national interest. This is not in the national interest. This is in El-Rufai's personal interest. And maybe you'd like to comment on that caller who said that impatience is one of the immediate flaws that have come out of this. He could have waited. There are many people who have served the Tinubu situation, the whole Tinubu, going back through the decades, that if you want to look at it in concrete terms, have not really seen anything yet. But you never can tell. People are saying that, so would you like to comment on this matter about impatience that Mr. George calling out of Lagos?
We can continue to talk about this patience on, and we'll never, finish talking about it, because it is character. And like I said, you don't expect a leopard to change his spot now. This is who he is. This is who he is. And you don't expect him to change in his 60s. But his ability to manage himself at this, as he is aging, is very important, because he will get to enjoy the saying, you age with grace. But, displaying the character that seems to, if care is not taken, will even ruin his, achievements,
what he has
and make it look
already.
as if he is, what he has accomplished is a worrisome issue. And like the caller said, I agree with him in totality. Patience, if only because had he exhausted every medium, to have corrected some of the abnormalities as he claims, he is witnessing in the APC, because he said, Uncle Yori, the APC was founded on some cardinal principles. Yeah. Very important: security, rebuilding economy, and then fighting corruption. Now, he should also ask himself, the 8 years of President Buhari's administration, has that been, properly dealt with?
Nah.
How much has the former president done in terms of corruption?
Well, you can't
in terms of insecurity.
You can't expect
El-Rufai.
El-Rufai that we all
how
know
much has
and
he led?
see.
And that is what I'm saying.
See him paying so much respect to Buhari. He will never talk in those terms about former President Buhari. But let me bring on Boniface, who has called him from Jos. Good morning, Mr. Boniface. I hope you can hear me. Boniface in Jos.
Are you hearing me? I'm hearing you very, very loud and clear.
I can hear you too now. Please go ahead.
Mr. Onkuyori?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
I am laughing from this side. I am laughing from this side.
What is funny?
What is funny there is I see, I am very happy the way it's paying you and your guests there. Yes. It's paying you and your guests. But because El-Rufai have left APC to SDP. But the truth of the matter is that if El-Rufai have been in APC, your guests wouldn't have been condemning him, wouldn't have been saying or pointing all those things that he's saying against El-Rufai. It's just because El-Rufai have left now.
It's not just it's not just Engineer Nuruddin. You yourself have been listening to the commentary. In fact, our caption is Lamido rejects El-Rufai's call to join the SDP. That is just one person.
Leave Lamido aside. Leave Lamido aside first. We are talking. I'm hearing. I'm talking to your guest there.
All right, talk to him.
And then you also bringing SDP into the matter. This have nothing to do with SDP. Allow SDP to deal with El-Rufai on their own.
And you, okay, you. What is your own interest? Are you SDP? Are you APC?
I'm SDP. I'm not SDP.
Are you PDP?
Allow SDP. I'm not just allow SDP and El-Rufai to settle the matter.
All right.
You need to bring SDP into the matter because I know you are fond of all those kind of interrogating or putting or entering into people's affairs. Allow SDP. Let them deal with him there. If there's anything that they don't know how to settle the matter, okay? You don't need to damble into the matter. Now,
okay.
It doesn't concern because I just discovered that TVC have turned to become a political party, not TVC News, because whatever the TVC are discussing now is something different, unlike what I noticed before from the beginning. So please, I beg, TVC concentrate on even journalists Hangout, Good Morning Nigeria, your view, everybody 100 days, all of you are just something else, unlike before.
I've heard you clearly. Boniface in Jos, I've heard you clearly. Thank you very much for calling in. You know, we look forward to hearing views like this. But TVC is a news station. It covers the news. And I was even a bit happy. I thought it was just myself and Engineer Nuruddin. But you now extended it to other programs. That is what you people do in TVC. What people do in TVC is cover the news, and news has many aspects. El-Rufai is part of the news. El-Rufai is part of the news.
The caller, Uncle Yori, the caller should know that we cannot leave SDP alone. Because we in the APC, if El-Rufai has moved to SDP and keep moving on, without looking back to the APC where he left, making it look as if he just divorced the woman.
Okay.
But he is now downing on him. He is thinking twice. What have I done? Was it a blunder? I'm beginning to, raise allegations that cannot be founded on the party. SDP, now he's in SDP. We treat him as SDP, and we treat him as El-Rufai, and we treat them as all, what I'm trying to say is
opposition.
We treat them as a party and as a people.
They themselves,
as an individual.
They invited themselves into the opposition. El-Rufai.
Yes, we are going to treat him as an opposition and handle him appropriately. Mind you, El-Rufai should know that the techniques he left behind in the APC that we could fashion out in any opposition and make them look irrelevant is going to be meted on him without thinking twice.
Okay,
and this will do without looking back, because he is now in the opposition, and we'll treat him like that, because in politics is contestation, and how you win is what matters. So the caller should know that.
Sorry, sir, I hear you. Mr. Yakub has been waiting to join us. Mr. Yakub, Boniface in Jos has said that all you people on TVC, he doesn't know what you people are doing again. No, that you should leave. But
first and foremost, good morning to you, sir. And
good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
It's unfortunate that we do respect to the last caller. He has his right to his opinion, so as I am. So I don't know when you come to TVC as a chief, you declare that you are a member of APC, because I listened to him say that he's paying you.
He said it.
And I wonder why.
And journalists hung out, and he mentioned a number of programs that all of you, you know.
He has the right to say so, and then we also have the right to debunk whatever he says. Let me begin by saying this, Chief Yori. You see, I go with Mr. George that said earlier that El-Rufai should be able. I did think he has a lot of patience. He could gain more. You know why? Chief Yori, you could remember I'm sorry to mention this name, Okoyemi Bamidele, one time ago. He had a rift with Mr. President today, and then they came back again. They came together. See, Chief Yori, as your guest rightly says, El-Rufai is now in opposition. He should not expect less than what your guest is doing this morning. Even some of us that in a little area that we have, we can also give him the banter. Yes, we know the role that he play. He play a major role. Yes.
Okay.
But if he play a major role, you should not put selfish interest to this. Yes.
Indeed.
I
think. Mr. Yakub, I beg your pardon. I'm going to interject here because I've run out of time. But thank you very much for that point you reached. And that's the point I want to bring to Engineer Nuruddin Hamanyero, that you can't do what El-Rufai is doing from a personal motive. It's selfish. He has been advised by Lamido.
Uncle
yes, sir. Very, very briefly.
And this is why, and this is why I gave you my summary. I gave you my summary, and I would not call it back. El-Rufai is dancing naked. He should go and wear his clothes, mount his horse, and keep moving and don't look back. But for the allegation he is raising on the APC about giving money to make ministerial lists, I am calling on our party to investigate thoroughly, because it's a strong allegation and should not be left, unattended to for Nigerians to begin to, interpret it how they want it.
It's an important point you make, but we're going to have to leave it there because we've completely run out of time. It's a very important point you made. So this is a fine place to leave it. APC needs to be investigating that grievous charge from Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State. Thank you very much, Engineer Nuruddin Hamanyero. Appreciate your time this morning and indeed your perspectives. Thank you once again for coming on our program.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, sir. So we're going to have to leave it here. Do please join us tomorrow for a fresh edition. I am Iyori Folari. Bye-bye for now.
Information is power, information is security, information is knowledge. On Labor Lens, we believe that working people around the world have real questions of their own. They want to know how the world of work operates, what it means to the employer of labor, how policies affect workers in the workplace. On Labor Lens, I ensure we engage effectively the organized labor, organized private sector, and government to get out of them information workers are in need of. I am Sharon Ijason, asking questions that make yet sense of the workplace.
Hello, NIDA Impact lovers. We have good news for you. In the quest to keep Nigerians abreast of the happenings in the digital space, NIDA Impact, a flagship TV program of the National Information Technology Development Agency, is now showing here on Television Continental. It is, as always, educative, informative, and innovative. NIDA Impact. Keep a date with NIDA Impact, your guide to a digital Nigeria.
Trade, security, revenue. How does the Nigeria Customs Service balance it all? Find out every Tuesday in the evening on Customs Duty, your ultimate guide to customs operations, trade facilitation, and national security. Join us as we break down customs policies, answer your questions, and bring you exclusive insights on customs operations. Stay informed, stay ahead. Customs Duty, every Tuesday at 6:30 in the evening, only on TVC.
Hello, TVC Communications, how can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day, time doesn't just tick away. It's a countdown to political decisions that shape our world.
This country must move.
Imagine the impact these decisions have on our lives. Some are consequential, others may leave us intrigued or baffled.
You will have no better friend and partner than Nigeria.
Step in and feel the frenzy like never before. Join me every weekday for an hour of fact-finding interviews where questions cut to the core.
How would you say your administration has fared in these sectors?
I will dig in to get to the heart of issues, from local politics to global insight. Join me as I unearth the power plays, jaw-dropping revelations, and the unfiltered truth. This isn't just politics, it's unraveling the stories that matter. Brace yourself for Politics Tonight every weekday at 8 p.m., where every decision echoes along the corridors of our lives. Politics Tonight, only on TVC News.
Meet Benga Oreshegun, a fearless voice and an advocate for the truth. He's bringing fresh energy and bold insights to journalists' Hangout.
Get ready for deeper analysis and dynamic perspectives. Join me and Babajide Kolade Otitoju with other veteran journalists on Journalists' Hangout. Weekdays from 5 p.m. and on Sundays, 1:30 p.m.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
The TVC News at 7 and the TVC News at 10 are not like any other news broadcast.
It's the big news hour, the hour for the big breaking stories.
We've got some of the best reporters on the field,
taking you through as it happened.
It's fast-paced, hard-hitting,
with investigations that matter.
Bringing in news that affects your life.
With sport, entertainment, and business news, so you don't miss a thing.
Experience resourceful coverage with depth.
Every night.
Every weekday on Business Nigeria, we uncover the secrets of the financial world.
We analyze the stock market, shares, bonds, and the thrilling world of cryptocurrency.
Facts matter. Our team dives deep to separate fact from popular opinion.
We simplify complex government policies as it impacts your everyday life, helping you navigate the ever-changing financial landscape.
Watch Business Nigeria every weekday at 2 p.m. only on TVC News, first with breaking news.
Live from our studio in Lagos, Nigeria, this is TVC Midday News. We'll begin with developments from Rivers State, where the State House of Assembly has transmitted notice of gross misconduct against Governor Siminala Ifubara and Deputy Governor Ngozi Ojo. According to the notice forwarded to Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amewule, the lawmakers claimed the action was in line with the Nigerian Constitution. They also resolved to publish the notices on pages of at least 3 national newspapers. This development is coming a day after the State House of Assembly denied receiving any letter from Governor Fubara indicating his desire to present the 2025 budget, which is contrary to reports that the governor conveyed his request to make the presentation on the 19th of March. Chairman of the House Committee on Information, Enemy George, accused the governor of misleading the public in a bid to tarnish the image of the legislature.
That on his way to Ogoni for a program, the governor made a stopover at the gate of the House of Assembly quarters to grant an interview to the press. In that interview, he claimed that he had sent a letter to the House of Assembly indicating his intention to visit and present the appropriation bill. A claim we found rather astonishing, as no such letter was received by the House of Assembly. His aides later alleged that they forwarded a letter through WhatsApp to some members of the House, which was also awkward, unprofessional, and embarrassing. As I speak, the social media space is awash with stories about a purported letter from the governor to the House of Assembly expressing his intention